Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, JC. Welcome back to my channel once again, and welcome to another Things People Say about Black Ops 4 Zombies. If you guys don't know what Things People Say is, basically what I do on this channel is we're all about community. So anytime there's a huge breaking news for Black Ops 4 Zombies or a huge trailer or just any information where tons of people are talking about it, I try to feature you guys on the channel, feature your comments, and basically just break down what the heck is going on. That's what this channel is all about community. And let's just go ahead and get right into it, dude. Basically, this week was huge. We had probably one of the biggest trailers we've ever had for zombies in a long time. It was a 4 to 5 minute huge music video trailer featuring A7X and just a huge gameplay cinematic trailer of the new Zombies map 9, which looked incredible. I pretty much freaked out the entire time. If you guys want to see my reaction, there will be a link to that in the description down below. But basically, I was pretty happy with it. There's tons of new things to see in it, tons of new things to talk about, and you guys had a lot to say. So without further ado, I'm going to try to make these episodes a lot quicker than normal. I know a lot of times they're like 20 to 30 minutes long, but honestly, I feel like if we're going to continue making tons of content with all this information on Black Ops 4 when it comes out, I'm gonna have to find some way to just make these videos a lot faster and a lot quicker, because there's just too much for me just to sit here for like 40 minutes and talk about one specific thing on Black Ops 4, right? At least towards launch, right? So I'm gonna try to keep these more concise and more easily accessible for you guys watching. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your guys' thoughts on the new 9 trailer. Remy says, I feel like I got way too hyped seeing the trench gun return, but I'm nostalgic as hell right now.
Do not speak so lightly of hell. Easy tech.
Dude, listen, everybody's been saying that, but I had no, is that the trench gun? Let's just break this down right now. Is that the trench gun? Guys in the comments down below, is that the trench gun in the video, in the trailer? I think it's at the very beginning, you know, the shotgun shoots. I honestly did not think that was, like, in my head, I just thought of it as a shotgun, but I think you may be right, Remy. I think that might have been the trench gun. I think I'm just losing my mind. I think you're right, honestly. Jag says, I'm really curious if those destructible environments and interactive objects like throwing the zombies into spikes and stuff are in the real game. If so, that is going to be so lit. It's all I've ever wanted. That was one of my favorite things about this 9 trailer, is that for the first time in Zombies, it really felt like the entire map was alive in a sense. Like, it felt like the map had weight to it, like you're training zombies and all of a sudden the whole zombie strain just goes through a wall and destroys it, right? Like, we've never seen anything like that in Zombies before, and that sort of gave me like the first instance, I think, where, you know, a lot of people have been saying Black Ops 4 Zombies so far has looked a lot like Black Ops 3 Zombies. I mean, to be honest, the art style is pretty much exactly the same for the most part, you know, has the same similar vibes, and there hasn't been like that big thing where it's like, all right, this is that next step, you know what I mean? Like, we have Blood of the Dead, which is Mob of the Dead Remastered, but there's not like that huge next step thing where it's like, all right, here is how Zombies evolves and goes forward. And I think this is one of the things that really made me go, oh man, this is Black Ops 4. This ain't no Black Ops 3 DLC, dude. This is Black Ops 4. The zombies literally are destroying the map. We've never had that before, at least to my knowledge. I don't think we've ever had a map before where the zombies run into things like that or break down doors, like not just the, you know, the normal barriers that we have in Zombies, but actual doors, actual like wooden paneling. Like, it was so sick. Like, the destruction on it got me really excited because I want to see what all else that leads to down the road for Zombies. Like, there's so much they could do with that down the line, and I absolutely agree. Like, I'm really curious if we can throw zombies into spikes and stuff too, because in the trailer, my girl Scarlet, she goes boom, and it knocks the zombie right, or the boss right into the wall and just impales him, right? And if we can do that in game, like say we have the hammer and we can just knock zombies into walls and they just get impaled and not just, you know, die, that'd be so freaking cool. It would just make the immersion so much better. So yeah, I absolutely agree, Jag. I wish that happens. I really hope it happens. I don't know. We just don't know. It just remains to be seen. But we do know there are destructible environments of some sort, right? There just has to be from that trailer. Insert decent name says, I think the doll with the knife. Oh my God, it's one of my favorite things about this trailer, dude. I did not expect to see that at the end. But decent name says, I think the doll with the knife would like run around like a turned zombie, but also a midget, if that makes any sense. So basically, okay, so You're saying that basically you think at the end, a lot of people are saying that the doll or the little man, you know, like the really creepy dude, very weird. I don't know what Jason and the team was on that one, but you're basically saying, because a lot of people are thinking it's like a monkey bomb, but you're thinking one step further. You're thinking it's going to be a different type of monkey bomb. It's not going to work the same exact way. It's not going to be just in one spot. It's going to be more like a turn zombie where zombies follow it around. So they kind of just run away from you towards this little doll thing, right? They don't just stay in one area. I think that's a very good possibility, because this thing, I don't understand how this thing, I mean, I could be wrong, but this thing looks like he's jumping, like he jumped and he attacked the screen, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's just gonna be a static thing where he's just in one spot doing that, or if he's gonna run around, or it might not even be a monkey bomb. Everybody's saying it is a monkey bomb in that sense, and I think we all kind of agree with that mindset, but we really just don't know. We have no freaking clue. Leon says, heck, Scarlet stands out so much in this trailer, a lot more than the rest of the crew. I absolutely love every shot she's in. Other than that, I want to give a shout out to the entire team behind this trailer. It is by far one of the best trailers I've ever seen, and the sound team really deserves a pat on the back. Lads, this is phenomenal. I really appreciate this comment so much from Leon, because I think that's something that a lot of people overlook a lot in terms of trailers, in terms of just in-game as well. But the sound team of Zombies, dude, is one of the, like, I don't know what it is about the sound team. And honestly, I think it has to do a lot with the original World at War story. I'm not entirely sure about this, but like, because the story so much in the past was revolved around on sounds and just immersing you in the sound of the world, because they couldn't show it because they didn't have the budget for it. It was just, you know, like a bunker and that was it, right? Because they had to resort to the sound department to do all the cool like Easter eggs and all that sort of stuff. It's just become one of the best things about Zombies. Like the sound team, the music, the way the shots fire, just everything, the way the zombies are, just all the noises you hear, all the weapons you hear. I have to agree, Leon, I think the sound team deserves way more credit, because a lot of people overlook it nowadays because, you know, the Zombies has gotten bigger in budget, we have all this crazy stuff happening, but just the sounds of this map, the sounds of just the trailer, the trailer team behind this one, you guys did an awesome job. Also, Leon, what you said about Scarlet, dude, I don't know what Treyarch is trying to do, but I think they're trying to kill me, because I've been telling you guys for the longest time that Scarlet is a complete badass, dude. Listen to me, all right? Every single trailer she's been in, she's just absolutely destroyed. And like I said with that earlier comment as well, she impales the zombies on the spike, then throws a grenade, and then walks away, and I'm just sitting here like, I'm going to die. Rabik says this map takes place on Mars. I thought this was over. It's 2018. What are we doing? Oceanic Plays says, this is like that one Garage Crovey trailer showing everyone die and its alternate universes showing possible outcomes. Honestly, Oceanic, I haven't been thinking about this too much. I have noticed that it is very similar to the Garage Crovey trailer and the previous like cinematic trailers that we've had as like music videos for the zombie songs, like after the map has come out, and they usually release it around the time of the Xbox release of the DLCs. But I haven't been thinking about this too much, but a lot of people are thinking like, all right, oh, they're dying. Does that mean they're in a cycle and all that sort of stuff? I genuinely believe at this point, I think it's just something that Treyarch likes to do. I think Oceanic is just saying, like right here, like what they do in these trailers or what they do in these music videos for the maps is they show us the point of zombies. They show us that no matter what, you're gonna die, right? And they show us those alternate, you know, outcomes and futures of where you die. And then this, you know, being, you know, at the end where they all work together and sort of live, like that's showing like, all right, you can survive this, right? Like them working together and being a team, like that's how they live. And I think it's just honestly a cinematic thing they do. A lot of people have always have theories saying, all right, like maybe it means something way more than it actually does. Again, this is Treyarch. It could mean something pretty crazy. Like maybe we do die at the start of the map and we come alive somehow. I don't know. Because they literally at the beginning of the trailer, it shows Scarlet and all the characters dead. Like Scarlet is literally on a cross. My girl dead, dude. She dead. And so I don't know. Like it could be something far more meaningful to the story, but as of right now, I think at this point, because it's happened so much in music videos, I think it's something that Treyarch really likes to do to show what zombies is all about in that sense. I could be wrong, but that's just the way I look at it, honestly. Heavy Burn says there's 100% going to be an Easter egg step. That's a very big claim, where you have to let that little Dobby looking boy run through a small hole to fetch something. That would be actually a really freaking cool step. I saw somebody else, I think in the Discord, mention that there's also like there's a ton of things that we can take from this trailer. That could be a possible Easter egg step. We gotta do. I would imagine we have to do something with this little guy, right? Like I would imagine so. So I don't think you're wrong. But there's also the possibility, because people have been talking about it, there's like 4 bosses or 4 different types of like other zombies, I think, on the map. And we saw like way more than we thought there would be on this map. We only thought there'd be like the axe guy and the tigers, but there's the axe guy, the tigers, the zombie that comes out of the zombie, that's kind of like a skeleton zombie, and then we have the other guy that sort of impales Shaw in the trailer. So we have like all these different guys, and people have been saying like, all right, we have all this, maybe we have to do something with each of the wonder weapons, because in the trailer we see Scarlet impale the guy on the on the little stick in the corner of the arena, but maybe we have to do something else with all the other wonder weapons, and maybe there's one coordinated with each boss or with each special type of enemy that's not a normal zombie. And there's a lot we can take from this trailer, but we don't know. It remains to be seen. But I would imagine, Heavy, that we're definitely gonna probably have to do something with this little guy. He's just too freaking weird. Like Treyarch loves the weird stuff. They put that in there at the end just to make us go, what? What is this? So I'd imagine there's gonna be some really weird step with him. I'm sure. I'm sure. Infinite Intensity says at 6:15 when Diego drinks the elixir, it has the Pop Shocks logo on it, and you are absolutely correct. So what we saw in the trailer, if you guys didn't see, is that the characters were drinking the elixirs, and I'm pretty sure the elixirs are the replacements for gobblegums. So basically, we're not gonna have gobblegums in Black Ops 4 Zombies as far as we know. According to Jason, that's not going to be a thing. But we're gonna have elixirs, I believe, instead. And so this is separate from perks, I think. So I think when they're in the trailer, when they're drinking that stuff, I don't think that was a perk. I could be wrong, but I don't think that was a perk. I think that was just legitimately like a gobblegum, like an elixir, right? And we saw Pop Shocks on the side of the thing, and he's drinking it in the trailer. And I mean, I think this basically sets in stone right now that the same system of the gobblegum system is probably going to return, just in a slightly different way. So that makes, I would say, a lot of us YouTubers very happy, because I know guys like Ben, Codename Pizza, he loves Killing Time, and I believe we saw Killing Time in the background of this trailer, by the way, somewhere in the gameplay. But he loves Killing Time, he loves the gobblegum systems, and I'm sure that a lot of them are going to return as elixirs once again. I mean, that Pop Shocks logo, there was no doubt about it. That was Pop Shocks. Like, there's no doubt. It was the same exact logo. It just, instead of being on a little gobblegum, it was on an alchemy bottle, right? Like, I'm totally fine with it. I think it differentiates this Chaos story a lot from the regular story, and I don't know, man, I'm hyped. I just like seeing all the little like things we can coordinate and figure out in this one music video. It's awesome. King Solomon said, at first, I thought this map was gonna be like a town or farm type map where it's smaller scale with a few features here and there, but oh my gosh, I was wrong. There is so much in this, I literally cannot wait. This is what I've been telling so many people, dude. I remember for like the longest time, because I remember going to the BO4 reveal event, right? And when we saw 9 there, I was freaking out. I was like, this is crazy. Like, this looks insane. I really wonder like what's all gonna be into this map and everything. And I remember seeing like all of us YouTubers when we were at the reveal event, we were sitting there like on Twitter and stuff, and we're scrolling down, and people were going, oh my God, this looks awful. I cannot believe they got rid of guns and zombies. It's like all melee weapons only now. And we're like, what? What do you mean? Like, that was just a cinematic intro. It wasn't the map. That wasn't the full map. There's probably so much more to it. And I'm sure there's guns in the map. And I remember we asked Jason at the reveal event, and he's like, yeah, there's guns in the map. Like, it's fine. Like, there's not, it's not what everybody thought at all. And I think that this, not to get mad at you here, King Solomon, because I'm not at all. I just think it's funny. I just want to point out that this is a prime example of don't judge what you see first. Wait until you find a little bit more information, because what we saw as our first look at 9 completely looked like an entirely different game in terms of zombies. I mean, there was no guns. It was just them using swords and melee weapons, and there was, you know, all this crazy sort of stuff, and just the whole different vibe was there, and it just felt completely different and scary. But now we see more of the map. I mean, let's be real, guys. Even though this map looks crazy and different, it has a bunch of new features, which I'm super excited for. I love the innovative stuff. I want it to be different the most it can, to be honest. It still feels like Treyarch Zombies. I mean, you watch that music video, it feels like Treyarch Zombies. It's expansive, it's immersive, it's got all these secret areas that we never thought were actually in there, but there are. I mean, that whole room underneath the map, like, what was that, dude? It looked like something from Avatar, right? So I'm excited. I'm just happy that people have changed their opinion a lot about 9, because I know it was the one that people were least excited for, and it's great to see people finally excited for it, which is awesome. So I love hearing this, King. I love it. The Lord Bancelot says, that was effing insane. By the way Shaw betrays Bruno gives me Mob of the Dead vibes. Not gonna lie with you, I thought the same thing in my reaction. I was like, is that a Mob of the Dead reference when he like leaves Bruno behind that gate and he like runs away? I could be wrong here, but I swear that's almost the same animation that Sal did, right? I swear it's almost the same one. I think it was Sal in the Mob of the Dead intro, I'm pretty sure. But if we like put them like on a screen and compared the two, it looks so damn similar, and I think it's obviously a reference. I think it's a super big reference to Mob of the Dead. Could be wrong though, but that's what I thought as well, so I don't think you're wrong about that at all. Jaga says, notice the picture in the Pack-a-Punch. It looks like people moving towards stairs with a door full of light. There's something really odd about that Pack-a-Punch, isn't there? It's like, a bunch of people didn't tell me, it's like almost like a portal to another dimension just sitting there. Like, it almost looks like, sort of like there's keepers in it. I know it's not keepers because it's a different storyline. We think. He says it's a different storyline, and he says, why do people not believe me? So we have to take his word that's a different storyline. But it looked so freaking cool, man. Like, you look through that Pack-a-Punch and you see like these people, and they're like on these weird, like very like strange looking people, and they're sitting there, and there's like this stairs leading to this doorway of light, and that's where you Pack-a-Punch your gun. It's like, what is this? What on earth is this? I think it has something to do with the whole God system, but I really don't know. It just remains to be seen. But that was one of my favorite things about this trailer for sure. It was definitely one of the most intriguing set pieces that I saw in this trailer that really made me go, wow, that looks sick. Honestly does. Mustafa says, do you think that what the dude said in the mask has any importance? The cleansing must be complete. Love you, bro. Keep it up. Honestly, the first thing I thought about was not what it meant, but who it sounded like. I'm pretty sure that's the same voice actor as Nikolai and Maxis. I don't know if you guys know this, but Nikolai and Maxis had the same voice actor in the original storyline. And it sounded so much like Maxis, dude. So I know it's not, but I just love the fact that they got him. If I'm right about that, I love the fact that he's still in the new storyline. And it sounded, I don't know, the cleansing, it sounds like a Shadows of Evil kind of thing. It sounds like the characters have sinned or something. I don't know. That's the only thing that I can think of right now. But the cleansing must be complete. I mean, they have masks on, and you know, we talked a bunch about like the whole plague and everything. So maybe there's something to do with that. I don't know, but I would imagine it's something to do with like being a sinner, being, you know, just not clean, not pure, like all these masked men who are like hiding themselves from the chaos, from the plague or whatever. The chaos, good meme, JC, good link there. I really don't know. I just don't know yet. We're just gonna have to see. All right, now that we've read a bunch of comments on the reaction video, it's time to move over to our bonus section of Things People Say, which is all about sponsored comments from the Discord. If you guys don't know, you can be a sponsor or member of the channel just by clicking that link down in the description below. And it's basically the same as a Twitch subscription. So it's basically the hardcore guys of the channel that want to donate to me every single month in a subscription format. And it's basically like a Patreon, basically, of the channel. And I really cannot thank sponsors enough for supporting the channel, and this is my way to sort of, you know, in all of these Things People Say episodes, doing this sponsored bonus section is my way to sort of give back to them and give them, you know, a little bit of boost, a little bit of a help to be featured on Things People Say. So without further ado, here's the sponsored comments about this trailer as well. Just Omega Man said, the pit that Shaw's body gets thrown into stands out to me. I wonder if instead of a standard game over screen, that's what happens if you die. And if it's on multiplayer, when the next round starts, you have to fight your way back to the rest of your team. Not sure if that's the case, but I thought it'd be an interesting way to change it up. Honestly, that is one of the best ideas I've heard in a very, very long time. Instead of just, like, you're thinking, instead of sort of, you know, getting a black screen and just spawning in randomly the next round, you're saying if you die out in 9, you want to spawn down there in that like lower level where all the bodies are, and it's like this hard place to survive, and if you survive you get to come back into the map. That sounds hella fun. I'm completely on board with something like that. I don't know if they're doing that, but that would be insane. Or if it's just the game over screen where your characters are down, they're dead, now that would be cool too. I would really like that as well. Ollie says the trailer was amazing. I loved how they synchronized the shots of the music like one of the Suicide Squad trailers. I think that's what I was talking about earlier. That was one of the best things. I feel like no matter what trailer, if you're making a movie trailer or a TV show trailer or a game trailer or just whatever, one of the best things that you can do is make sound line up with the beat of a song. Seeing Scarlet use the pistols and just destroying while the music is on the same exact beat as her shots, or seeing the shotguns in the same way or the snipers in the same way, I just love it, dude. It's one of my favorite things about trailer work, and it was on point in this trailer. You're absolutely right. Commissioner says, I'm so happy that we can finally drink consumables and shoot at the same time. As we saw the characters drinking, presumably pop shocks, they still had their gun out. This is something that a lot of people were talking about that I forgot to mention with that other comment, is that as, I think it was Diego in the trailer, is drinking pop shocks, right? He's drinking pop shocks in a first person camera view, and you see it, he's still got his gun out. You can still see his gun out in his right hand. So basically, it looks like we can finally in zombies, at least with the gobblegum system, with the elixir system, it seems like we can finally drink and do that stuff as we're shooting, which that's a big deal. That's awesome. That's a huge innovation coming to zombies if that's true. And I love it. Like, Treyarch, thank you so much for doing that. If that's what you're doing, if you're doing that with perks too and everything, thank you. Like, that's sick. It's just gonna keep us right in the action even more. Because I know we've had over the years, I remember back in the old days, you couldn't even buy Juggernog if your friend was still drinking his. If your friend still had the animation going for him, you couldn't buy Juggernog. But then in BO3, they finally fixed it, I'm pretty sure, where you could go up to the machine and you could both buy it and drink it. But you had to wait usually for your friend to be done before you could buy it. And we've come so far from that now, where we can actually just do this stuff as we're shooting. I love it, dude. Absolutely love it. Mashed Potato says, not gonna lie, this shot of Scarlet was amazing. Dude, you already know. I don't have to say anything. You already know. Kat says, I really like the idea of destructible environments in our destructible environments comment. I think it adds an element of customization because you can kind of choose how much you want to destroy your surroundings. It's also a fun way for Treyarch to hide items and Easter eggs throughout the map. That's a good point. There could be a ton of secret notes or just different things we could find after something's been destroyed, right? Like, it'd be hard. Granted, it'd be a lot harder to find it if you have to destroy something before getting it, but maybe that's something they're planning on doing, because we already see there's destructible environments that can be destroyed by the zombies and RPGs and things like that. Maybe there's gonna be other secret areas and stuff that you could possibly destroy as well that would give us some fun Easter eggs along the way. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing, but I sure hope it does. I really hope that happens. And with that, guys, that brings us to the end of this Things People Say about the 9 A7X music trailer. Overall, my thoughts on the trailer, I think Treyarch and A7X did an awesome job. I sit and put it on repeat all the time when I'm just chilling out and just looking at YouTube videos. I'll just have this song on in the background in the trailer, and it looks so good, dude. Like, I'm happy that people are just so excited for Black Ops 4 Zombies, because it just makes me happy, dude. Like, there's really nothing to be super like down about in terms of this game. Like, Blackout has been amazing, right? We have the Ether story coming back with the old crew and even the old crew, and we have this whole entire news story, and the news story and all the characters and the maps look so amazing as well. Now that we've seen the full-blown music video for 9, everything looks great. Like, there hasn't been a thing at all where I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it's more just been like, I want to see what's next. I want to see all the new things they're adding into these maps. And so that's been pretty much it. That's the video. That's the things people say. We had a lot to talk about, I know. But again, I just want to quickly say a huge thank you to Treyarch and A7X for the awesome music video, and a huge thank you to you guys for voicing your comments and feedback for these types of videos. You guys know we're all about community here. I love it. It's what we're all about, man. It's what we're all about. This has been me, JC. I gotta go. It's been too long. I've been on camera too long now. I gotta go. I'm sorry. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good one, guys.